Good morning, folks. Thought I'd start this one with a couple of jokes for you. So, apparently, a city in Yorkshire has gone missing. Police are saying they've got no leads. I don't know why everyone's suddenly talking about twerking all the time. My mate who lives in Yorkshire, same as me, he's been doing it for years. Says how he gets money to pay for bills. Just thought I'd give you, since we're the Yorkshire EV Club, and I just thought I'd give you a couple of cliched Yorkshire jokes. I hope you enjoyed those. Maybe I'll do some more for you, who knows. This is the Electric Dreams YouTube channel and podcast, and it's just me mucking about with the phone, so obviously don't expect any professionalism or anything like that. That's not our role. Maybe I'll get better. Maybe I'll get a better phone. Maybe even a microphone. Maybe I won't be able to hear a lawnmower in the background. Maybe I should shut the window. Who cares? Anyway, Yorkshire EV Club, if you want to contact us online during these times of lockdown and no meetings, you can do so in the following ways. Email yorkshireevclub@gmail.com. Twitter, where we're known as @EVYorkshire. We do use our Instagram, which is Yorkshire_EV_club. And we have a fantastic website, which is curated by the wonderful Jonathan Gibbons, a man who owns a Honda Insight and is desperate to get his first EV. Good morning to you, John. And our website is yorkshireevclub.co.uk. So, there's all the media bits and pieces for you. I just thought I'd give you a little story today, my little journey into EVs. People who are with the club will probably know this and bored of this already, but there might be people here who come across the Yorkshire EV Club or just come across this YouTube channel and think, what's this baldy four-eyed git talking about? And well, I'm talking about my journey into EVs and how it happened. I think how it happened initially was I found Robert Llewellyn's Fully Charged channel very, very early days, and got interested in the content he was doing there. I was a Red Dwarf fan, and maybe that's how I come across Robert, I don't know. But so I got into that. I watched hours of that. I was fascinated by alternative energy, knew nothing about electric cars, and found all my knowledge about the Nissan Leaf from there. And fascinated. Thought, I'll never be able to afford one of these. So anyway, I from there on in, I was looking at Nissan Leaf on YouTube, and I found Ian Sampson's many hours of videos, and I watched them avidly. And it was still in the back of my mind a little pipe dream that one day I might get an EV and see what all the fuss is about. But, I was fascinated by him. I thought, this is wonderful technology. There's clearly problems with it. There's not many places to charge, it seems, and it doesn't have much of a range. But I reckon I could make it work if I was persistent. And, maybe it'll do a bit of good for the environment. But more importantly, maybe it'll be fun for me. Not everyone's huge environmental activist who's got an EV, but obviously we all see the benefit of that. So one day I was driving long haul and with the wife and was chatting, and we had to drive past a Nissan garage, and I sort of did a U-turn and looked to the wife and raised my eyebrows. I said, let's go see if they've got any of them Nissan Leafs. I'll go and have a test drive for one. And they did. He had one, I think it was a 2012 Japanese model, silver, really nice looking Leaf. I thought it was quite a bonny little car. I had the little spoiler on the back. And anyway, I managed to get a test drive that day. Lovely guy who's a member of the club, co-founder, if you like, Ian Tattersall, actually took me out for the test drive. He didn't big it up a great deal. He knew I'd got some knowledge already because we'd been talking about it. And he just let me have a drive, and by heck, that thing didn't shift. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It went so fast, and I was just like, wow, this is really good. So the number of it is, we got back to and I said, right, I'm having it. And that was it, really. In typical fashion, I tend to fly by the seat of my pants, didn't give it a lot of thought, but within 2 weeks of that, I'd actually got a trip planned for a week to Edinburgh, and it was my intention to drive there, drive back. But obviously, I now had an EV to consider, and it's quite a long way, and that was, I think, this is typical of my luck. This is like 4 weeks before Ecotricity decided to start charging. So all this free travel I thought I was going to be getting was suddenly coming to an end. But as it happened for this journey, it was free, and I can honestly, hand on heart, say that I got to Edinburgh and back for the grand cost of 50p. It was difficult in terms of long journeys. I stopped often, kept the car topped up, and take nothing to chance. Very nearly ran out. I didn't go a normal route to Edinburgh because I was stopping at a friend's hotel, which required me to head westerly to go to Gretna and then back. So I stopped in Gretna overnight, and on the way over to the west side near T-Bay, I totally misjudged the journey because, as people will know, 40 miles is only 40 miles if it's a flat road. But anyway, going over from Scotch Corner to T-Bay, it was up and down, and I very quickly realised that my range was running out fast. Anyway, I made T-Bay with 8 miles, and that was very relatively shortly into the journey from Hull. So, for phew, I'll have to be careful with this car. Anyway, long story short, got to my friend's hotel in Gretna, had a wonderful night and a meal with him, stopped and overlooking a lovely field, and then we made our way to Edinburgh. And then I touched the car for a week. We buzzed around Edinburgh. We were stopping in a friend's flat. He rented it out to people, and stopped there for a week. Didn't use the car. Just sat there doing nothing. And we went over around Edinburgh by bus, walked, taxi. We didn't. Basically, parking's a nightmare in Edinburgh, and we just didn't really move the car. Anyway, we got back. We decided to go the opposing coast. Excuse me, I'm just going to shut this window. Decided to go the opposing coast, and again, very nearly ran out of juice because I misjudged that map. What I thought was a major charge, it wasn't. Anyway, we made a charge, a little seaside town, middle of nowhere, and yeah, it was fine. And again, we made it back, and I loved the car. I'd fallen in love with it. It had its limitations, and I could see those. But day-to-day car, and just a joy to drive, absolute joy to drive. So I think this was in the June-July 2016. And by the February, the 30 kilowatt Leaf had come out, and I said to Julie again, "Oh, let's just have a little drive out." We had a little drive out, and oh, here's the Nissan garage. So went to the Nissan garage, got my red 30 kilowatt Leaf. They gave me a deal that was almost too good to be true. A young fellow wanted his commission, and back then they were giving people everything on family deals, and friends and family of the staff, they were so keen to shift Leafs. So I had it, and that's pretty much it, really. As far as my EV journey goes. I started the Yorkshire EV Club in, I think, May of 2019, and I just wanted, I didn't have any grand designs, and as some clubs do, and they do their own thing, we do our own thing. My design was just to have a social network for all the other EV drivers in the area, to meet about different areas, go different places, have fun, just chat about EVs, and that's the way we're going, really. Got some, nice ideas and some nice little merchandise going, mugs and things that I'll maybe show you on the next episode. And just had a load of fun, really, and we've had lots of nice meetings. My Leaf was due to go back February this year, and I traded it in early for 40 kilowatt Zoe, which I got from the wonderful Will Adams, who you'll all know, up in Morecambe. And I've got a battery-owned 40 kilowatt Zoe now. Got a great deal on it, paying just a little bit more than I was on my Leaf. Some people might regard the Zoe as a step down to the Leaf. By all means, I've had an argument with yourselves about that in the comments. But me, my wife's had a Zoe. We got her a Zoe 2-3 years ago, 22 kilowatt, an old one. She does very few miles. We've loved it. I've loved driving it. She loves driving it. And I knew a Zoe would suit my needs. Yes, I'd love a Model 3. I'd love a much bigger range car. But every time I've had a car, I've stepped up. So I went for the 40 this time. 3-4 years, my mortgage will be nearly paid off, so maybe then I can have a Model 3 or something that'll be really luxurious as an early, not quite nowhere near retired present, but the mortgage will be paid, so who knows how much cash I'll have in my back pocket for then. So yeah, and that's it really, and it's the poor thing sat on the drive. Show it. There we go. Just sat on the drive, bless her. Short journeys at the moment, but I got 9,000 miles a year on my PCP deal, and I was burning through that at quite a rate of knots, doing regular long journeys. So this couple of months rest will certainly help my mileage allowance. That's my little EV story, really. Going strong. So we hope to remain a 2 EV family. And hope to get continue going with a short range car and a long range car. I am very interested in some of the deals people are doing on range extenders on the Leafs. That's piqued my interest. I'm interested in having a little play about with an older car, maybe as things go and conversions. Who knows what's done? But it's just interesting times. I guess the next big step will be solar on this house and a bit of battery storage. That'll be a while. Who knows what the next few months are going to bring? But just thought I'd give you a little bit of a snapshot into me. Hopefully I can feature other people on here as well. It's just a little homemade YouTube really. So stay safe. Keep those cars clean on your drives. And if you can help, as people are doing, get those EVs out, helping people. Stay safe. Take care. I'll check in with you soon. Bye-bye.